begin with Manuel de Falla's Spanish folk songs, and this comes to us by way of a song cycle originally, in which Falla took actual Spanish popular folk song melodies and rearranged them in a most magnificent way. In fact, so magnificently that he later made arrangements for both violin and piano and cello and piano of these songs. We will hear the set for cello and piano, and these are magnificently arranged from what would have been simple popular folk songs with extraordinary piano accompaniments for the cello and extremely idiomatic. This is hyper Spanish music, which is incredibly enjoyable. Following that, we have from Dvořák his Terzetto, which is for two violins and viola. And if you imagine the sound of two violins and viola, what is lacking or could be missing is, of course, the bass. There is no real deep bass tone to this piece. The result is that we have a kind of high-sounding, lyrical, melodic, flowing music, almost like three singers singing together, perhaps, two sopranos and a mezzo, and the whole sense of the sound of this piece is light and airy and lyrical and singing and melodic. One of his most melodic and enjoyable pieces. After that, to finish, we have Brahms' F-minor Viola Sonata, which began in a very different way. Brahms, at a certain age, late 50s, early 60s, decided that he would retire. He was finished with composing. He had written everything that was in there, and that was it. He then ventured on a little trip to specifically listen to a clarinet player whom he had heard about, and ended up spending several days with this clarinet player, not only hearing him play a concert, but listening to him practice. Completely fascinated and overwhelmed by both the sound of this instrument, the way he played it, and his abilities, the way he could play anything in all the ranges of the clarinet. Whereupon Brahms wrote 4 pieces for the clarinet. He wrote a trio with cello and piano. He wrote a quintet with the string quartet, and he wrote 2 sonatas with piano. The clarinet is almost identical in not only range, but timbre, not timbre exactly, but the feeling of the sound. This kind of mellow, deepish, lyrical sound. The viola, almost identical in all of this. And in fact, Brahms allowed the viola to be made into an arrangement of the same two sonatas, not the trio, not the quintet, but the two sonatas. And they have become actually some of the most important repertoire for the viola. And that's how we will hear the sonata. It is in 4 movements. The first movement is majestic and dramatic and heavy and big. But the miracle of this piece is the slow movement, which is one of the most beautiful arias, song of Brahms altogether.